Hickok 45 here. So what do you think? Are revolvers really obsolete? Maybe so. Maybe they are. I don't know. 6 shots? Let's talk about it a little bit. You want to? Some of you would say, yes, definitely obsolete. Others would say, no, absolutely not, right? What would I say? I don't know. You'll probably find out what I say right before we're finished here. So I want to talk a little bit about it briefly. I've got an idea for about a 2-hour video on this topic. Are y'all up for that? But I want to do a kind of a quick couple of thoughts on this, and for your Thursday or Friday enjoyment about whether or not a revolver still has a place. And you know, I'm sure there are lots of opinions. Share what you think about it, and we'll laugh at your opinion. How's that? Just kidding. So this is a Model 65 K-frame Smith & Wesson. I've got a couple out here. I've got a J-frame 642 38 special, and I might even have another one. You know what? I think I do. Let's shoot it. Let me get my ears back on. I think in my pocket there's a revolver. Another one. Yeah, almost forgot. I have the Kimber XS or K6XS, and it's another revolver. Wow, what a revolver nut I must be. Look at that. So you might know how I'm going to answer. Yes, you might. I don't think they're obsolete quite yet. I think they might have a purpose, and we'll touch on that just a little bit for the day. I want to thank some people that help us out, like Davidson's Gallery of Guns, where you get a guaranteed lifetime replacement on firearms you purchase. So pretty good deal, hard to beat. Silencer Central, you know what they make. They help with the muffler business and keeping our firearms a little more quiet. You've seen the Banish line up here. We love them. And SDI.edu, the Sonoran Desert Institute, where you can get some distance learning, drone technology, firearms technology, gunsmithing. Check them out. See what they have to offer. Might be right up your alley. So, should I shoot one of these again? No, I just wanted to make sure, some of new people especially, if you are of the, what would we say, you're a novice maybe to shooting, or maybe you're not a novice, you've done it a while, you've been into firearms for a little while, but you've never even touched a revolver. Everything you have is a new polymer wonder like this Glock 17 or something, okay? You just can't imagine there ever being anything better than something like this, whether it's a little smaller or whatever, okay? You might have the wrong impression about revolvers. I'll say wrong, maybe I shouldn't use that strong a word. You might call it the correct impression of revolvers. But I think there's a lot to learn. The more you learn about firearms, the less you're going to assume that you know. And these little things can be very, very useful and very, very effective. I'm going to load this one up again and just shoot it, okay? Yep, they're 6 shot. They might be 7 or 8, but that's generally a bigger revolver. They might even be 5. It might be fewer rounds than 6, but you're going to have generally with a small revolver 5 or 6 rounds. And I grew up with revolvers, so they feel really good to me. It feels just natural in my hand. So when I reach for a firearm, I'm going to shoot that paper. Can I do that? When I reach for a firearm and I feel that old familiar revolver grip, it just, oh man, it just feels like home. You know, I just know almost in my bones that I'm not going to miss, okay? And there's something about that double action pull. It just helps keep me on target, it really does. And this one generally is double action, isn't it? Somebody ground off the hammer, like me. So anyway, just a couple of points. As a citizen, armed citizen, with a carry permit, constitutional carry, or whatever, you're not a cop, you're not a soldier, neither am I. They might be enough. That's kind of the bottom line. It might be just enough there are some really sharp people who are trainers, who are real experts, not fake internet experts, who will tell you that in, I don't know what the percentage would be, 95, 99, whatever percent of incidents, they're over. You got a rule of threes, I think, is what they'll tell you. It's going to be 3 rounds fired. It's going to be at 3 yards max, and it's going to be over in about 3 seconds. And that's generally what happens. Now, I know something really unusual could happen. There could be 5 terrorists you have to take out, and you need your master blaster with 197 rounds and all that kind of thing. Check the statistics. How many citizens, non-cops, non-soldiers, have been involved in something like that? And if they can shoot, how many rounds were involved, you know? So I guess it's just kind of one of my stump speeches. I just want to kind of, this is in praise of revolvers, in praise of 5 shots, in praise of 6 shots. It's probably all you're going to need. And it's not just a probably. It's like I mean, I could say that you're probably not going to have a flat tire this week, but it could happen, right? Pretty easily. This is more than probably. The odds are great that this is all you're going to need. And I'm going to load this up and shoot it. This is the Kimber again. I'm going to load 6 rounds just to prove. That's all I need. All I need are 6 of these in this thing. No, I quite often am armed with one of these, the 642 or this, and I do not feel at any disadvantage as compared with maybe packing my Glock 19 or something like that. I promise you, I really don't. I'll go from the pocket, okay? All right. If I need a gun today, I hope it's just these 6 rounds, and that's probably what's going to happen. Yep. Pop. I might have missed a couple. That's got a different sight on it. But these are wonderful little guns. And by the way, speaking of Alabama holster, that's the holster I'm using on a couple of these. They're a great company. We appreciate their support. You're not probably a ninja warrior. You're not going to be involved in some kind of crazy running gun situation. And when you get to court, because you will be in court, however it goes down, you know, probably, very most likely, you know, it's going to be revealed and explored intensively what you were carrying, why you were carrying it, and all that kind of thing is going to be a part of it, right? And there's just a lot of reasons that 6 sure shots might just be all you need. So something to think about, and study it some, and look at statistics, and don't just consider those revolvers that you see at the gun shop as totally useless and obsolete, at least for civilian carry. Okay, now if you're in police work, you may want more than that, of course, right? Or if you're in the military, whatever the case might be. But for most of us people, we are regular people. Am I regular? We are not going to the trouble like your sheriff's department, your police department, whatever. They're going to the trouble, and they've got to deal with it, whatever it is. You and I, we carry a firearm, if we carry a firearm, to get us out of trouble, to get away from trouble, to get the trouble away from us, right? So 5 or 6 shots, probably all you need. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.